In this video, I'll provide an overview of our discussion board 10, which is actually our very last discussion board of the semester. So here we are on our home page, and I'll go ahead and click onto the weekly modules. And as I scroll down, I do want to point out the case study module for easy reference. And so we've been going through various discussion boards on our case studies. And so this week you're doing the last discussion board, which is DB10, and it has to do with your case study recommendations. And then in about a week or so, you'll spend time working on your financial case study analysis report using all of the information that you've compiled from the previous discussion boards. I'll have a separate video that goes over that assignment in detail. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to our week 15 module. And so I'm going to open this up a little bit early for those that want to get ahead. But this is the very last module of the semester. It covers chapter 14. And so the video you're watching now is this one right here that says Overview of Discussion Board 10. Here's the link to the discussion board and the usual materials like the video that goes over the calculations on the homework and some Excel tools, our homework formulas and files, and then the actual homework itself. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the discussion board for the week. And so here's discussion board 10. Again, this discussion board is a little bit different than some of the other ones in that this is focused on our case study. So you had previously chosen a case study earlier in the semester and then wrote a discussion board around some of the financial problems you saw. Now, in this discussion board, you're going to identify potential solutions that directly address the financial problems you previously identified in discussion board 8. So it might be helpful for you to go back to your discussion board 8 and look at the problems that you identified so that you can identify solutions that directly address each problem. Just like if you were getting your car fixed and the mechanic says you need an oil change, you would expect the solution to be an oil change, not something completely different like changing the tires. So same thing with our case analysis. You should identify solutions that directly address the problems you identified. Now, recall that you brainstormed with other peers on your case study or similar case studies. So it's okay to take a look at the problems everybody identified because that might give you more ideas, and that's totally fine. So if you identify more solutions that address problems you didn't identify but perhaps someone else did, that's okay. Just mention that in your discussion board so that it reminds you when you do your case study at the end of the semester, you'll know to mention all of the problems and their related solutions. So for your original post, you're going to focus on the solutions. And specifically, you're going to calculate the savings required to reach their financial goals. So you want to have some quantitative analysis to support your solutions. You should offer 3 to 5 recommended action steps to improve the individual or family's financial situation. As an FYI, for all of your cases, there are at least 6 to 10 action steps you can take, but I'm only asking you to identify at least 3 to 5. You can do more to be on the safe side, but a minimum of 3 to 5 recommended action steps to address the problems you have identified. You should, in your recommendations, also include any financial products such as bank accounts, insurance policies, mutual funds, stocks, anything at all as part of those solutions. And you should also mention any resources that are available that can help the individual or family to improve their finances. So you want to provide a thorough recommendation to the problem. So imagine you're talking to the family, you're a financial advisor. These are the things that you would recommend to them. Now, when addressing each of the above bullets, I strongly urge you to cite the chapter and the page numbers you found it from the textbook. That way, when you later write your case study report, it's an easy reference to the chapter and page number, and you don't have to go back and try to find where that information came from. For your 2 peer posts, comment on 2 other students by sharing what you agree or disagree about their post, any connections between your post, their post, and the textbook chapters. So as a reminder, you can complete the financial case study analysis report with a partner. So the paper that's due in a few weeks, you don't have to do it alone. You can reach out to someone in your discussion board and work on the report together. I've got instructions here on how you can create your own private group, or you can just reach out to each other through the discussion boards and then exchange your personal information like an email address or a Google Doc or whatever it is you want to work through. Note that in collaborations, there's also opportunities to use Google Docs in between there if you choose to. So if you have any questions at all, just let me know.